Hello children, today in this video I will continue chapter number 11, that is force and pressure. Already we had discussed the definition of force, exploring force, and what is the net resultant of the force if different forces are applied in the same direction and if it is applied in the opposite directions. So today we'll continue with the effects of the force on an object. What effects of the force can be there? So here the examples has been shown, which will, with the help of these example, it will be very clear to you. So first let's see what is the effect of the force on an object. Force can, in the first figure or in diagram, you can see that force can make an object to move from rest. Fine. By applying a force, you can move a object. Suppose here the example of a car has been taken. If a person is pushing the car, so he can change the direction and he can move the object from rest. So suppose if you want to shift a chair, so by applying a force on a chair or on a table, you can move it from the rest position. Earlier that was in the rest position. By applying a force, you have changed the position of that object. Second is, force can stop a moving object. So in the second figure, you can see that how goalkeeper stop a moving object. As the ball comes to him, he stop that ball with the help of his hands. So he can stop by applying a force, he can stop the moving object. Next, force can change the speed of an object if it is moving. So if a person is riding on a bicycle, by applying a brakes or by applying a force, he can stop the moving object or he can change the speed of an object according to him. Next, force can change the direction of a motion of an object. How it can be there? Suppose if a cricketer is playing and he can hit the ball in any of the direction. Fine. So by applying a force on a bat, the direction of the ball can be any. So that ball can move in any of the direction. It means that force can change the direction of a motion of an object. Next one more is there. Force can change the shape of an object. So how the shape of the object can be changed? So best example is of dough. When we used to prepare a dough, or from dough we then prepare the chapatis, so the shape get changed. Or when children used to play with clay, the shape of the object or the clay keep on changing. They can make the different shapes from the clay. So means by applying a force, the shape of the object can also be changed. So children, these are the 5 effects of the force. Let me recall. Force can make an object to move from rest. Force can stop a moving object. It can change the speed of an object. It can change the direction of the object, and last, it can change the shape of an object. So these all are the effects of the force. Next, let's see the types of forces. So here mainly we are having 2 types of the forces. First is contact force and other is non-contact force. So contact force means when 2 objects are in contact with one another. Contact means they are in touch with each other. Only then that force will be applied. So here we can take the examples of contact forces as muscular force and force of friction. Clear? And on the other hand, non-contact forces, these are exerted by an object on another without any contact with each other, means from a distance that forces can act. There is no need to touch each other that object, there is no need to touch each other object. So types of the non-contact forces are magnetic force, electrostatic force, and gravitational forces. So here are the types of the forces, that is contact force and non-contact forces. So children, in detail we will be studying about these type of the forces, that how different types of the forces, we have to study about these types of forces in detail, that how muscular force is and the force of friction is known as a contact force, why magnetic, electrostatic and gravitational force is known as a non-contact forces. So in next video we will be studying about these types of forces in detail. Thank you.